You know that feeling when you're looking at something official and you just know something is off? Well, we stumbled upon a driver's manual, one that's supposed to teach you the rules of the road. But get this, it seems to be making things up as it goes. And it's not just a little confusing, it's actually pretty dangerous.
All right, so where does this all start? Well, it kicks off with just one simple question, and an answer that is really strange.
Okay, so take a look at this sign. It's a pretty standard European road sign, right? You probably have a guess in your head about what it means. Go on, lock it in. Hold that thought for a second.
Now, this image, it's pulled straight from what looks like a totally legit driving test prep manual from Greece. It's just question number 19. Looks simple enough, doesn't it?
Okay, and here's where it all goes off the rails. The quiz says the correct answer is danger due to cyclists crossing. Wait, what? A motorcycle on the sign means danger from bicycles? Yeah, if you're scratching your head, believe me, you are not the only one.
I mean, that answer just feels completely wrong, right? It's not even close. But the big question is, was this just a one-off typo? Or is there something much bigger going on with this entire guide? Well, let's dig in and find out.
So let's take a closer look at this mysterious quiz. Just what is it, and how bad does this problem really get?
So what we're looking at is this big multi-page quiz. It's got hundreds of questions, and it's all designed to get new drivers ready for their official test. You know, it looks professional, it's organized, it really does seem legit. But here's the thing, that first crazy answer, it wasn't just a fluke. Oh no, it's actually part of a pattern, a really bizarre pattern of wrong information that's woven through this whole entire quiz.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to compare what this quiz says is right with what the actual real-world rules of the road are.
And honestly, the number of mistakes is just staggering. For example, a sign warning you about a dangerous right turn, the quiz calls it a mandatory left turn. A sign for an uneven road, apparently that means the road leads to a pier. And my personal favorite, this is just unbelievable. A no overtaking sign is somehow translated as, you can go ahead and overtake slow vehicles. I mean, that's not just wrong, it's the literal opposite of what you should do to stay safe.
And it just keeps getting more absurd. You know the universal sign for road works ahead, right? Well, according to this quiz, it means the current parking of the vehicle. There is zero connection between those two things. It makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, as one analysis of this document puts it, the so-called correct answers completely contradict either the internationally accepted meaning of the signs or just basic logic. This isn't just a bad translation job. The entire system here is fundamentally broken.
Okay, so we've established this quiz is a total mess. Let's clear up all this confusion. I'm going to give you the simple toolkit you need to read these signs the right way, so you'll never have to worry about a messed up guide like this again.
First up, let's talk about prohibitory signs. The easiest way to think about this is that the shape and color are like a code. So if you see a circle with a big red border, it's basically shouting "don't" at you. It prohibits something. Think no entry or no U-turns allowed.
Next, we've got warning signs. These guys are almost always triangles, also with a red border. Their whole job is just to give you a heads up. Hey, watch out, there's a potential danger coming up. Maybe a sharp curve, a slippery road, or a spot where people cross. And the last piece of the puzzle, mandatory signs. These are the blue circles. Now, if the red signs mean don't, these blue ones mean do. They are commanding you to do something specific, like you must turn right here, or you have to keep left. It's an order you gotta follow.
All right, let's circle all the way back to that first mystery sign. Now that we have our little toolkit, what do we see? We see a circle with a red border. That's a prohibitory sign, right? It means don't do the thing pictured inside. So the real meaning is just entry prohibited to motorcycles. That's it. Not danger from cyclists, not road leads to a pier, just no motorcycles allowed. See? It's so much simpler when you know the code.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is kind of funny, just a terribly made document. But we have to ask, what are the actual real-world consequences when a guide for something as important as driving is this wrong?
Just play this out for a second. Imagine a tourist, right? They've been studying this quiz, really trying to learn the rules. They think it's official. Then they're out on some winding road and they see that no overtaking sign. But their guide told them that sign means it's okay to pass. So they pull out, right into the path of an oncoming car. The result? It could be absolutely catastrophic.
And that right there, that's the heart of it all. This isn't just about failing a test or getting a bad grade. When you're talking about road safety, learning the wrong thing can have deadly consequences for you and for everyone else on the road.
So, what are the big takeaways here? Well, first off, just because something looks official doesn't mean it's right. You've got to question where your information comes from, especially when safety is involved. And second, learning the basic rules of a system, like our simple color and shape code for road signs, is an incredibly powerful tool. It helps you spot when something's wrong and keep yourself safe.
You know, this whole explainer started with just one confusing road sign, but it really opens up a much, much bigger question.
And that leaves us with this final thought. Sure, we've been talking about road signs, but the lesson here is so much bigger. If an official-looking guide designed to keep people safe can be this fundamentally broken, what else are we all accepting as fact without a second thought? It's just a good reminder to always stay curious and maybe just a little bit critical. Thanks for joining me on this one.